Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. On my lap, I have little Saber, little Cream. She's a hamster. Yay, she's a cutie. She's an absolute little sweetheart. I heard her eating seeds inside of her little house, so I scrabbled and made noise until she came out, and then I lifted her up, and now here she is. So she wants to go back so she can eat, so let's put her back in her cage. Here you go, little one. Thank you very, very much. Put the lid back so it gets dark for her. Yay! Hamsters are so awesome. I started my story yesterday about how I got sidetracked into talking about my old LSD stories, but I started off with that story saying that it was back then that I had gone on a sacred vision quest and tried to find my spirit guide, my totem animal, and it was revealed to me, and I spoke with my spirit guide, and it was a hamster. So what can I say? I have a deep spiritual and emotional attachment to rodents. Not many people can say that their spirit guide is a hamster, but by golly and by gum. So it's true, though. I'm not lying. It's just drug-induced, so thumbs up for that. Past that, I'm actually feeling a lot better today. I slept super, super good. It was about half past midnight before I finally got to bed, and that was, like, late. So, but I went to bed, and I did not take a methadone tablet because I'm trying to every other day not use one until I can just stop. So I'm going to be off methadone within the next month, finally. I mean, I was for like a decade on 45 milligrams, and then I got cut down to 5 milligrams daily, and then I cut it down to 2.5 daily. Now I have cut it down to 2.5 every other day. And I think in about another week, it's just no more. Maybe just if I really feel the withdrawal symptoms, just like a quarter of a tablet, so it's like 1 milligram, just to stave off the worst and then go from there. So it's almost gone. Yay! But I was starting off that story. What was I starting off? What was I even talking about? Oh yes, the acid stuff and things, so. But then I got confused, which is okay. I've discovered that my tolerance for sometimes cannabis, that sounds really weird. Let me start it again. My tolerance for some strains of cannabis has come down because it used to be for 4 years and some, as I've been a cannabis user, I have felt nothing but pain control, no matter what it is. I mean, you'd have to give me like 5 heavy, hard hits of a cannabis concentrate for me to feel it. And even then, the only thing that would really happen is I'd feel good. But then I'd also find it difficult to speak English. Not that I couldn't keep a train of thought, but just trying to have my tongue work. So every once in a while that would happen, but it took a lot. The past couple months, I think, culminating up to last night, have every once in a while, like if I smoke one joint, sometimes that one joint is enough to really get me loopy. It's not like I'm drunk or anything like that, but I feel I'm lightheaded and it's hard to concentrate and it feels good. But music doesn't really feel more wonderful, and I don't feel any spatial effects. I just have that slight loopy giddiness feeling. And that's nice. I mean, I haven't had that for 4 years and more that I've been doing that. So last night, before I went to bed, the only thing that I took for hours and hours and hours before going to sleep was I smoked one joint. And I was loopy when I went to bed. And it was a very nice feeling. So every once in a while, I'm getting slightly more than pain control. And that's good. I mean, that's a very good thing. It's good to feel good. And since cannabis is also a natural antidepressant, that is a very good thing as well. Definitely. So, oh yes, I said that I was feeling better. And I am. I feel not wonderful. And in fact, I need to take some of those antihistamine tablets because my sinuses they don't hurt so much and they're not running as much, but they're still clogged. So yeah, it was great. Last night I actually slept. That was another thing that I must have had a cannabis concentrate infused joint that I smoked because I had a massive case of cotton mouth when I went to bed with my mask on. And I don't mind that. I mean, it's uncomfortable having, number one, you're dry, and then having the air machine pushing air in your mouth. What happens is you relax and it goes and your cheeks puff out and your mouth is wide open because this mask is pushing air into your face. And it's like, just take an air compressor or thing and put it up to your mouth and your mouth puffs out and your cheeks could puff out. That's what happens when you wear the mask. And so it just dries your mouth out massively. Usually, because sometimes I end up drooling like a maniac and I gotta wash my face every time I wake up because I'm just soaked and but you wear a mask at night where it blows air into your face. I mean, it's not a normal situation, so you got to deal with the after effects. But because of that, I was really dry and stayed dry, didn't drool all over things. That was nice. My sinuses, actually, I couldn't breathe through them, but they weren't running, so that was a plus. And I actually slept all night. When I say all night, I mean pain woke me up around 6:30, so it's still only 6 hours maximum. But still, that's better than nothing. Hokey smokes. The way I've been sleeping this past week, that's a good thing. That's partial sign language. Past as you wave back like that, just as a now you know sort of thing. Thumbs up. So yes, smile. It makes your face happy, and that's a very good thing. I have all sorts of things that I have wanted to talk about, and I need to write them down, and I keep forgetting to, and that really sucks because they're heavy-duty things that I want to talk about, and I always kick myself as soon as I turn off the webcam because I go, God's above, I didn't even talk about that one thing that I wanted to talk about. So, my sincere apologies. I mean, I use the vlog here just to bubble sort my brain. I don't have any specific topic. It's just whatever is off the top of my head. Because if I can't talk, then I am stuck up here. My brain does not work properly. Talking, even though I'm not getting feedback face-to-face from a human being, it at least allows me to talk things out so I can at least hear what's coming out of my mouth. And that's a good thing. It makes my brain work. I was stuck until I started vlogging, and that's a good thing. And just as a quick reminder, just for people that haven't watched and all that, I just want to remind people, because it was like 2.5 years ago, I had severed the radial nerve in my arm. Literally severed it. So my hand was paralyzed. It did not work. It was 99.9% paralyzed because I could bring these 3 fingers in like this. But then that was it. Muscle tone and gravity had to pull the fingers back out. That was your nerve bundles that control your entire body. Your nerves run in bundles, and each of those bundles, it's like big telecom wires, and then they split and divide up into smaller bundles, but they're all just bunches of fibers. And in here, it was like the big telecom wire. I had that severed, and not through anything exciting. It wasn't a car crash or a knife fight. Because I was falling asleep all the time, and I was falling asleep with my arms next to my body, I would lean over and fall up against the arm of my chair. And the pressure of my body pushing against the arm of a chair actually went through and severed one by one all the nerve fibers, well, yeah, all the nerves that ran through that nerve fiber bundle. And so eventually enough of them split and broke that there are just enough left that I could move those fingers, and that was it. All the rest of them were broken because they did the old stick needles here, run electricity through it to check your nerves, and there was basically nothing getting through. I had ripped those nerves apart. But luckily, the human body, even though it can't repair spinal nerves, can repair nerves in the rest of your body. My arm feels a lot better. For the past 6 months, this arm has felt not as painful. For 2 years, right through here, it felt like there was a dead fish inside of my arm. I could not feel, and still really can't feel, deep inside some of the muscles in there. I can feel around them, but not them. And they were cramped all the time. Just going like that was like taking an iron bar and smacking me hard, just because all the muscles were cramped up. Now they rarely cramp. It just feels weird and wrong and just a little bit running through here, and the hand is clumsy, and I got to pay attention to what I'm doing or I knock things over and drop things, and it's just, it doesn't work well, but it's working better than it did even 6 months ago. And it's, as long as I concentrate, it's like 99% use, 95% if I'm reaching and not thinking, because I'm always reaching for stuff and just going thump because my fingers don't open up if I'm not thinking about it. So, but it's amazing, because they told me that if in 7 years my hand was still paralyzed, do not worry because the nerves heal. But in just 2.5 years, and it's good. The human body is amazing. Of course, I still credit the massive amount of cannabis that I have been using since my wife's death. Well, 6 months afterward. It was July 14th is when I got my, well, they were called green cards. It was your medical authorization for medical marijuana. And I got my card on July 14th, 2014. So I'm almost 5 years a cannabis user now. And it's good because in those 5 years, I've gone from, I had to use a walker to walk. And now I can make a 6 and 7 mile walk. And it's a good thing. I couldn't even sign my name all the way through because my hands hurt so much. And now I can do things as long as I'm toked up on THC. So it's an amazing life. Unfortunately, I've done damage to my lungs just in these 5 years. I mean, I've got to get in another year another MRI because I've got scattershot through the base of my lungs all these calcified nodes that hopefully are not cancerous. Now, my mother died of lung cancer, so hopefully I'm not going to. I hope. Boy, I almost remembered one big thing that I'd wanted to talk about, but at 14 minutes into it, well, if I start talking about it now, I mean, like, part of it is just collecting, but my life is getting smaller because of my existential nihilism. I mean, why collect things? Why collect things? Because when you get it, what then? It's just stuff. It's just stuff. And when you die, what use is your stuff? Even when you have it, what use of stuff that's more than you can use? I mean, why? I mean, there's comic books. I used to have 30,000 comic books in a comic book collection. Now I look at it as, well, okay, I get all those comic books, and now what? Because there are too many to read. You couldn't go through and read them all again. It would have taken up all my time. And I can't do that, so what now? There's games I'd like to collect and get back because I've lost them, but once I do, what then? Why? Am I going to have time to sit down and actually play them all the way through? So for another day, I'll get deeper into this. But for right now, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment, whether it is a good comment, a bad comment, and a different comment. Thank you for having left me a comment. Now, I'm not reading them right now. I'm going to read them all later. Thumbs up each one I read. Answer as many as I can, but for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left me a comment. If I mispronounce your username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. I'm better than most, but... And of course, it's a range, it is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I'm counting an American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, because of my depression, fibro, cannabis use, I'm getting better with my memory, but so let me call it my Chrome, where I actually have opened up 24 hours worth of comments. With Chris with an apostrophe, thank you so very, very much. Reptilian King, nope, Reptilian Viking. Ooh, thank you very, very much. And Rob Neal, greatly appreciated. Carlos Almares, thank you very, very much. And Pineapple Giraffe, heck of a name, thank you very, very much. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. And Kathy Kitscat, good to see you in the comments. Dimitri, thumbs up and thank you. Pandora NYC1, yay, good to see you in the comments. Good to see you in the comments. Huh. I think I was trying to say two things at once. Casey Davis, greatly appreciated. And Dead on the Inside. Oh, I'm sorry. But Travis Troll, greatly appreciated. Rims Gaming, greatly appreciated. Excalibur, thumbs up and thank you. Cynic, greatly appreciated. You like jazz? Not personally, but thank you very, very much. And Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments. Erky Gaming, greatly appreciated. Ed F. Boo Boo, thumbs up and thank you. Shadow Sniper, greatly appreciated. And Power Whistle, thumbs up and thank you. Alexis Chavez, thank you very, very much. Melissa Morgan, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, I feel a lot better now, thank goodness, and I hope you feel good too. And Matthew Bulcher, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you, thumbs up, out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, if only in text, but still, definitely a thumbs up. It's good to get out of your own head and into the world. It is very important. That's what saved me. I was dying on the inside after my wife's death. I reached out to YouTube in desperation as a lifeline. Got out of my head. Doing things for other people. It is good. Oh, shots. 18 minutes. If you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. I am really hurting. I'm over minus 300 in my checking account right now. Anything that you can do to help would be awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, that would be awesome. I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. A definite thumbs up. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you didn't want to. I mean, good golly, Miss Molly, my view count and my people subscribing to my channel is, I'm on a free fall. My channel's dying on the vine. Yay! But it would be awesome if you could. I'll do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time, I promise. And hopefully that'll be a very long time from now. Even though it's been 2 days since I've been able to go walkies. Don't feel good, need to get that exercise back in. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. It is a Sunday, and I am trying to take it easy on weekends, but I hate being not busy because then the darkness creeps in through the cracks and I feel empty and hollow and broken, so I'm likely going to have at least 3 videos today. Maybe even a walkies one, who knows? That'd be good, because I do need to go walkies, and I could take a video of the construction area that's going up on Olympic Highway, because it really is looking good. But you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Hopefully my channel's not actually dying.